Hello, people. I am Jaby KOAY, joined by ACHARA.
Hi.
We're looking at Udanpirappe, the official Tamil trailer with Jyotika, Sasikumar, and it's a new Tamil movie. Sorry, I was reading the title across. I thought there were more names.
Ain't that just the way it goes?
So it's starring Jyotika and Sasikumar. It's written and directed by Era Saravanan. I apologize to anyone involved in the project that is finding my pronunciation horrible. So, this is from Amazon Prime Video India, so make sure you're subscribed to Amazon Prime Video India to be able to watch this film. It comes out October 14th. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon, all notifications, and vote this video up to let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. All right, let's jump into this. Here we go.
ஒரு குடும்பத்தில் நல்லது கெட்டது நடக்கிறதே உரமுறையை சேர்த்து பார்க்கத்தேன்.
That looks fun.
மாரிங்க நீகாச்சும் ஒண்ணுங்க நாலு வார்த்தை பேசு. எத்தனை நாளைக்கு உன் புருஷனுக்கு பயந்துகிட்டு இருப்ப?
நான் என் புருஷனுக்கு பயந்தேன். நீ பார்த்த. நான் என் அண்ணனோட பேசுறது முக்கியம் இல்ல. என் வீட்டுக்காரர் தான் என் அண்ணனோட பேசணும்.
Whoa, 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 whoa! What just happened?
ஜாதிக்காரன் வந்து கட்சிக்காரன் வரைக்கும் ஒவ்வொருத்தங்களுடையும் தகராறு. ஊர்ல இருக்கவங்களா தண்டிக்கிறது இவர் யாரு?
Is that her brother? Oh dang.
நீங்க ஸ்கூல்ல சொல்லி கொடுப்பீங்களே ஜாதிகள் இல்லடி பாப்பான்னு. அத வைரவனே ஜாதிகள் இல்ல அடி பாப்பான்னு காட்றாப்ல.
பிள்ளைங்களுக்கு நம்ம தாங்க ஹீரோ. அவங்க நம்மளை பார்த்து தான் வளர்றாங்க.
என் புருஷன் சட்டத்தை நம்புறாரு.
ஏன் எப்ப பார்த்தாலும் நல்ல பேர் வாங்கணும்னு அலையறீங்க? நல்ல பேர் வாங்கணும்னு நினைக்கிறது கூட லஞ்சம் தான் மச்சான்.
எங்க அண்ணன் சத்தியத்தை நம்புது. ரெண்டும் ஒண்ணுதானே நான் நம்புறேன்.
நீ டிராக்டர் விற்கிறதால விவசாயம் நடக்கல. விவசாயம் நடக்கிறதால தான் உன் டிராக்டர் விற்கிது.
என் சொத்த பத்த வித்தாச்சும் அவன் வம்சத்தையே அழிச்சிருவேன் அழிச்சு.
What the heck?
வன்முறை என்னைக்குமே தீர்வை கொடுக்காத இன்னொரு வன்முறை தான் கொடுக்கும். இது புரியாம நீங்க பண்ற பாவத்தை புற என் பிள்ளைங்க மேல இறக்குறீங்களே.
I think I understood about a fraction of that.
Oh, for a minute there, I thought you were going to say, I think I understand this trailer. And I was going to say, wow, Jaby, wow, enlighten me, because I could really use that right about now, because how many percent did you say?
I said a fraction. I meant like a quarter.
A quarter, like 25%?
Yeah, I think I got a quarter of it.
I think I'm about the same.
So what I'm gathering, I'm going to try my best to like not pick this apart, but like deconstruct it a little bit to understand it.
Yeah.
So what we have here is this guy who is using force, brute force, in order to correct the town and shift things in a way that he sees fit, but it's not really in line with what is the most helpful for the people, because it's teaching the youth the wrong way to go about things, because like now the youth thinks, oh, I'll just use my fist to do whatever, but almost like, you know, you watch movies or you hear hip-hop songs that are talking about gangster rap and use guns and blah blah blah, and then you know the youth actually follows that through and ends up getting killed and hurting themselves, and it's like that's not the smartest thing to teach the youth. That's like one element of the trailer that I saw, and because it started to go like really dark towards the end, where you know, like because this guy is just trying to do what he thought was right, but it turns out his methods are not good, and it's like it's the opposite of what you generally see in these films.
Well, yeah, this is what I'm not really understanding, right? Because like you said, you know, usually the guy we're seeing is at least kind of heroic or is like an anti-hero or something. And it seems to be some sort of conflict here between him and I'm assuming his sister and his sister's husband, right? And what I'm gathering perhaps is like whoever he's pissed off, who I assume to be maybe like the big corporation, because, you know, he seems to be on the side of the farmers or something like that. And then he's pissed someone off so much so that this guy is like, I'm going to come after him and his lineage. And so I get the sense that maybe something happened to his sister's children, like maybe they were collateral damage.
That makes sense,
because you know, they were like, okay, well, we'll hurt his family, and now they're like, do you not see what you've done?
Right. They said it straight up in the trailers. Violence begets violence. It's like there was a. I know you haven't watched it yet, but in Gangs of Wasseypur there was a scene where I believe it was Nawazuddin Siddiqui who said, you know, I could stop this here. If I just stop here, it'll all end. But he can't. You know, it's like there's this weird compulsion in men to get revenge, to, you know, vengeance. It's just like this weird thing that men harbor for some odd reason. And when you do it, it just ends up creating more violence. I mean, you look at history, this happens a lot where, you know, we go after someone because we felt attacked, and then that person's lineage goes after our lineage. And it goes back and forth like for decades and decades and decades. And it's just like violence begets violence. It keeps going until people come to a truce or an agreement in a peaceful way.
Like violence begets violence, hate begets hate.
Yeah.
And like you have to disrupt that cycle by doing something different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously different didn't happen here.
Nope.
It got worse. And that's the fraction that I got out of this. And it seems like everything's hunky-dory in the beginning, but then it starts to go south because he's using his old school methods that maybe was okay before, but it's not okay anymore. And so I kind of appreciate that if that's where the film is going. I can't really tell if that's where it's headed. It's hard to tell. But yeah, if that's where it's headed, if that's what it's trying to say, because that would contrast what we typically see, where violence is used as a method and it is portrayed as a good thing. And that's it. There's no sacrifice, there's no punishment involved most of the time. Maybe your main character dies. I've seen that twice. Maybe your main character dies in the use of violence, but generally speaking, the main character is a hero because he used violence.
Sure. Yeah. Or like the violence he uses is justified, and therefore we're all on board with it.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, totally, it can be a mixed thing sometimes, but here it feels more like it's trying to, I don't know, it's funny because like some of those moments of action were like very epic with the guy flying through the air.
Yeah.
But then what it's trying to say is a lot more grounded.
Yeah, I mean, initially when the trailer started, I was like, cool, okay, we're watching a drama. It's a family drama.
Yeah.
That's the vibe I'm getting. And then all of a sudden when he comes in with his like crazy action kicks and people are flying around or whatever, I'm just like, oh, okay, so now it's an action movie?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not uncommon from, you know, with films from the South. It's like, okay, cool, we're gonna give a little bit of something for everyone. But I mean, I think it's super interesting that Jyotika gets top billing in this, but I do know that she is very highly revered. She's a very good actress. Yeah. Although it seems like, judging from the trailer, it seems almost like the brother character might be a bigger character than her.
Yeah, I mean,
according to what the trailer's showing.
I guess what matters is who brings in butts into the seats.
Yes, or clicks on the platform.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, well, that, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot that this is an Amazon Prime thing.